Hello friends, welcome to CS Investway. Today in this tutorial we will discuss about Python functions. So let's understand. First of all we will discuss Python functions and their types and how can we define them and how to use define keyword. And then we will check the syntax of Python function and after that we will learn how can we invoke a function return statement also will be discussed, and then Python function arguments and parameters. After that we will learn passing parameters, how can we pass different parameters to Python functions. So let's start. If you did not subscribe my channel, please subscribe now. Thank you. So a function is a self block of code which is used to organize the function code. Function can be called as a section of a program that is written once and can be executed whenever required in the program, thus making code reusability. Function is a subprogram that works on data and produce some output. So there are types of functions. There are two types of functions. One is built-in and the other one is user-defined. In built-in functions, functions that are predefined and organized into a library. We have used many predefined functions in Python. So user-defined functions that are created by the programmer to meet the requirements, as we will create in this tutorial. So the define keyword in Python, define keyword is used to define any function. For example, if we want to define a function for sum of two integers, we can define them that with for example with the help of define keyword and then function name. After that, if we have number of parameters which we have, okay, for example we have two parameters a and b. So in this way we can define Python function. And now let's understand syntax of Python function. So Python function syntax is also as same as we have defined here. First we have to define function name and then parameters. So for example, let's just Python function need also indentation that is used for Python. So let's for example we have to let's define a function, define sum a and b. Okay, it takes two parameters. And now let's put the indentation for it. For if we want to print the addition of a plus b. So in this way we can print the print Python function. This indentation is necessary. So I think it's 4 spaces total. And now let's print this addition. In this way syntax of Python function works. So let's understand how can we invoke a function. We have defined a function, but how can we use this? So let's understand. If we want to invoke a function, to execute a function it needs to be called. This is called function calling. Function definition provides the information about function name. It provides us information of what the function will do. So the next thing is invoking a function, which is parameters and the definition of what operation is to be performed. In order to execute the function definition, we need to call the function. When we require to execute a particular function that we have defined, we need to call the function. After that it will produce some output. So let's understand. If we want to take the output from this function, here it takes taking two parameters a and b, and after that it provides us addition of two integers. So let's pass that for sum and then parameter 1, for example x, and the other one is y. So let's assign before that x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 20. Okay, so let's uh, after that we call the function and it will return us, it will print for us the addition of x and y. As it takes, x will go here and the y will go here. So let's run this and check whether it's working or not. Open cmd and my current directory is desktop. I'm moving to desktop and then cd python where my file is, and the name of file is fun.py. Okay, and hit enter. You can see here its output is 30. Okay, in this way we can invoke a function. So let's understand the return statement. We can after addition we can reverse the uh, output or reverse the result, so and print them here in the where we call the function, not in the function definition. So let's understand with the help of example. So when we need to return a statement, the syntax for return is return and then return and then for example some value or whatsoever, whichever we want to return, and it will return to the calling function where it is called. For example, in the above function we want to we did not print here. Okay, return. Okay, if we use return keyword here, and it will return the addition of a plus b. It will return to whom? It will return, for example, let's remove it and write here, declare some variable which will hold the return. Okay, total is equal to sum of x and y. Okay, save it and it will return to the total a plus b, whichever we are going to pass the value, it will return to the total. Okay, now let's print total, print total. Okay, we print total and save it, check the result. So let's go and hit enter. You can see here we are going to print here, not here, so it's return result 30. So calling function, in this way we can call the function, and in this way we can return and use it in the calling area. So let's understand Python function arguments and parameters. The first type of data is data passed in the function call, that is called arguments. The second type of data is the data received in the function definition. This data is called parameters. Argument can be literal, variable and expressions. Parameter must be variable to hold incoming value. Alternatively, arguments can be called as actual parameters or actual argument, and parameters can be called as formal parameters or formal arguments. So let's understand it with the help of example. For example, if we want to in this function we want some value, as we pass here, actually we done this step already here. Okay, so if we want to, let's understand it more clear. So if we are going to pass this value, okay, and it will return 10 plus 10, it doesn't mean whichever variable is going here, this one goes here and this one goes here. Okay, save it. You can see here 10, 10, 20. If we y and y and save it, it will return us 40. Okay, you can see here 40. So this is called Python function arguments and parameters. Parameters are maybe variables and so on. So the parameters, here we are passing two parameters. Parameters may vary in numbers. So that's all about types of functions, definition of functions, syntax of Python function, and function return statements, and how can we invoke function. All about this and so on. Please subscribe my channel if you like this video helpful. Share with friends. Thank you. See you in next video.